to the test. Then drowned in desire, our souls on fire. I led the way.
What's up, guys? Got a video blog for you. This one comes from Zach. He's in Tempe, Arizona. He writes, "Big fan, Greg. Been a member for a little over a month. Watched all your videos and learned a lot of good things. My problem is I have so much dedication and passion for the gym and my own fitness, but I lack that drive in other areas of my life. I'm a sophomore at Arizona State and my grades are very average. I would much rather skip a class than skip the gym. I love my intensity and dedication to the gym and I don't want that to change at all, but I could use some advice in bringing that hunger and determination into other areas of my life at the same time, being school and work specifically. It bothers me constantly and I feel like I'm creating a lot of unnecessary stress in my life because of it, and I hope you could make a video blog to share a little wisdom and guidance on that subject. Thanks a lot, Zach, Tempe, Arizona." Good question. If I could wrap up the existence of my website to you guys, why I established it, and I could put all that into a seed and plant it in the ground and have it flower into something, the seed I would plant would be exactly his question. Because the flower that comes out isn't a better looking body. It's a mindset of mental toughness that you can overcome any endeavor in life. My website is using the gym as a metaphoric value to your life. Meaning in the gym being non-subjective. You go in there in a certain physical state. And through the practice of paying your dues of dedication and sacrifice, work ethic, due diligence, sweat equity, you start honing those fundamental character blocks into something. Creating a better visual representation of what you look like physically. And all along, unknowingly, creating a mental toughness of confidence that you did that. You take that new, developed confidence of who you are as a person, rolling your shoulders back, walking with a purpose, being proud of who you are, and to the avenues outside of the gym to improve them in all theaters of life. That's what this site's about, guys. The reason why I picked the gym is because you control those results. Where outside in the world, you don't. But once you believe in yourself and believe that these qualities of dedication, sacrifice, and work ethic actually have been proven true through a test study of a gym environment, you know they work, then you call upon them in your darkest hour at work, or in a crisis in your social setting or your marriage or anything else, or when your kid comes crying to you after softball practice because no one likes him on the team, and what do you say to him? Those are the moments that matter. And those moments will always be successful and bring you pride because you've learned them and you paid the price of their failures. Zach's talking about having that drive and that motivation in the gym, but not in his schoolwork or work specifically. You're the same person, Zach. With one comes the other. The reason why you're finding the gym more valuable and the reason why you say, I would much rather skip class than skip the gym, is because the gym gives you immediate results. Right when you start to lift, you start to feel that pump, that natural high. You start sweating out that fear, you start feeling more empowered. You leave the gym even though you're exhausted, energized. That repetitively produces a visual result of just feeling stronger, looking stronger. People start commenting on you. You're like, wow, I'm achieving something. Whereas schoolwork and studying and everything else takes a little bit longer. You don't see the results immediately. So you lose effort in that course of action. And why is that? Because you haven't put value or time into that equation. Let me give you an example. These are all personal examples, I know. Guy's been smoking for about 40 years, Tried to quit a couple times, could never really get his hands around actually doing it. Goes to the doctor to get a checkup. Doctor says, if you don't quit smoking, it's going to take your life. Lets the reality set in. He smoked a cigarette on his way to that office to see that doctor. He hasn't smoked a cigarette since. Another example. A family member of mine, alcoholic. Doctor said, if you continue to drink, you won't see your youngest son graduate high school. He didn't have a drink after that day. Another example. A good friend of mine's son. A little baseball league, right? He really likes baseball, not very good. Hard for him to really put that effort in, practice and stuff. He likes it, but he just wasn't gifted. Last Saturday, I got to the plate, hit a double. Got an RBI and won the game. He's extremely motivated now, and he's practicing all the time to be better and better. What are those examples I'm giving you guys? I'm giving you the roots of motivation. Those roots exist in threefold in my eyes. And if you don't have them, then you don't have motivation. And Zach, you don't have motivation. And I don't know which one of these three you haven't applied to schoolwork and work, but there's something missing, buddy. What are those three? The guy that was smoking, right? He quit smoking, even though he tried for 40-some years to quit, couldn't quit. All of a sudden, one day he quit immediately. Why was that? Fear. The fear of losing his life. So fear motivated him to do something different. The guy I know in the family who was an alcoholic, who quit drinking. Otherwise, he wouldn't see his son graduate high school. Love. The love of his son propelled him to change. The kid that was playing baseball, all of a sudden now he's so motivated to get better and better. Success. He's tasted it. All three of those things, fear, love, and success, drives motivation, but not without the fundamental principle of time. Without time, guys, if you don't put value in time, and you continue to look time as a never-ending resource, there's always abundance of time, then none of that fear, love, or success can ever be valued. Time is what makes it valuable, guys. And Zach, you're a sophomore in college, man. You're thinking you had 2 years before you graduate to get your mind right around schoolwork and everything else. And you're like, I got 2 years. No, you only had 2 years, brother. Look at your buddies that graduated last year, seniors that are now in the professional world. I guarantee you 80% of them don't have a job right now. Do you realize how competitive the job market is? And they just spent over $200,000 probably on an education to get a degree, to have a guaranteed job hopefully, but no, still fighting now to find a job with a $200,000 debt they have to still pay off for school. And you're willing to skip class to go to the gym, thinking you have junior year and senior year. Brother, maybe it's already too late, man. Maybe you need to reverse that psychology. Put time into the equation that yes, you have 2 years, but only 2 years. To make sure that your entire arsenal is sharpened, ready to go to war. Ready to go to war with something you love. Another attribute here I want to show and tell you guys. I know countless of people that never went to school. Dropped out of high school and are multi-millionaires right now. Why is that? Because they found something in life that they love. They had a passion for. Excited them. It There's an opportunity that came across their way one day. They noticed it and reacted to it. And these opportunities are coming across every one of our days, every single day, multiples. The ones that make it, the champions in life, notice them and react to them. They don't let the opportunities pass by. So these high school dropouts, they saw the opportunity come by, they noticed it, they got excited about it, they were passionate about it, they put action behind it, back-ended with love, and they soared to the top. Society creates and paints a picture of how life's supposed to be. Where we're born, where we're raised by our parents, we go to school, get good grades, get into college, get a degree, go into the working world, work our way up the ladder, have our 2 weeks vacation in August, we get married, have 2.5 kids, a white picket fence, and a fucking dog to pick dog shit up from. And that's life. There's other people that say maybe society's fucking wrong. Maybe I need to find something that I'm passionate about. And when I find something I'm passionate about, I don't watch it go by, man. I grab it with both hands and I don't let go. I put everything I have into it because I enjoy doing it. Is that maybe you don't enjoy what you're doing? Maybe you're in the wrong field of study. Look at that. Make sure the path you're going down is one you want to go down. And if it is, put the time value into it that you only have today. You only have so many days left. Like when I said, when you guys are getting in shape or anything else, an end state goal is a must to make today valuable. If you only have, 2 months before some day of judgment where your word is not going to be reckoned upon, meaning you said in 2 months I'm going to run that marathon. 2 months have arrived. Today is the morning of it. But you don't show up to the event. Why is that? I don't know, maybe you're not ready for it. But either way, the end result is that your name and your word mean shit. No one's going to rely on you. No one's going to believe in you. But having that marathon out there, 2 months, whatever long the way, makes today one of the definitive days left. And if I blow today off, then I just lost 1% of what that opportunity could turn into. So therefore, I'm not going to blow today off into tomorrow. I'm going to make today happen. Excited about the scene tomorrow. The other two things I talked about there, guys, was the fear of dying of that smoker, which made him quit. Or the love for his son that made him stop drinking. Fear and love are derivatives of motivation. Meaning if you're fearful of something, that if you continue going down this path, that fear is not just an idea, it's a fucking reality soon enough. And oh, by the way, guess what's in that equation? Time. Just given a year, or given your son won't graduate. Well, that could be even sooner. Time before a fear becomes a reality, or motivates you to get off your ass and change the fucking direction of your life. If you don't put time into the current equation of where you are, and the fear of what could be if you continue that path, you would not move off the path. The other path is love. The love for something that's so strong. It requires somebody to go out of their way for another or for themselves. Love can also be success. When that little kid hit that double and drove in that run to win the game for his team, he felt success. He felt a taste of something that he hadn't tasted before. And it felt good. Now, damn, he wanted to feel some more of that. And he knows by working hard, he can taste more of that. So it motivates him to go down a certain path because he's tasted what's out there. Where the one example is that fear will become a reality. In this situation, it's reverse. That dream and success, I'm going to meet. I'm going to create it. All I have to do is sweat for it, work for it, study for it, drive for it, believe in it. Never take no for an example and never fucking give up. If you guys don't have a love for something, a fear for something, and by the way, most fears, if you really look at your life, guys, most fears, if you confront those fears, it's like a magnet. Being the same magnet, they push away from each other. If you dive into that fear and face it head on, you're going to be repulsed by it. It's going to push you away.
And where's it gonna push you? The exact direction of what you love. I swear to God. If you overcome and face a fear head on, it will drive you exactly in the direction of what you love. If you don't believe me, look at your own life. I'm sure you've done it multiple times. But without a fear, guys, and without a love, combined into an equation of time, you can never produce motivation or any kind of internal drive. The gym is great because we get those immediate results. We see them, we love them, we believe in it. We tasted that success, that love. We want more of it, more of it. So we keep going back in there, back in there, and back in there, and back in there. We love that. We're the same person there as we are out here. And if we tasted something good here, why are we neglecting to taste it here? Zach, that feeling you have in the gym is not independent of society outside the gym. That feeling comes in multiple fronts, brother. It comes in the sweat equity of the gym, where you're feeling that natural high, physical high, that mental high. It also comes in a successful business deal. Watching your son hit that double to drive in that run. You know, seeing your parents so in love after 40 years, that they renew their vows and you get to be there for it. That high, that emotion, that positive cancer in life. That's what we strive for. Or we look around society, we see somebody on the street homeless. The fear that I don't want to be there. Man, I better burn the midnight oil now, make sure that doesn't happen. And by God be damn, I don't have 2 years. I'm a sophomore. I only got 2 years until, I got time. No, you don't have time. You got today and that's it. That's the drive, guys. Everything in life that you've overcome or done has been backloaded with love or fear, pushing you into that. And the pressure of time. Zach, when you write in there, you have this sense of uneasiness. Well, I'm not sure exactly what you said, but like you feel like all this pressure because you don't have the drive outside of the gym. You better feel that way. That lets me know that you have put time into the equation. Focus on that a little bit more, buddy. And if you're doing some subject you do not like to do, get off that fucking path. Find the path that you drive in. Like, guys, if you're a wrestler, right? And you don't really love wrestling, but you're good at it. And so you go through your college, high school and college days and everything else, and you're good, because you have a natural talent. Eventually, that natural talent is going to elevate you to a level of champions, where everyone's a champion. Everyone has that natural talent. And what deciphers the champion among champions? Who's the best of the best? It's someone that has natural talent, combined and backloaded with desire and love for what they're doing. Especially out here in Hollywood, where everything's creative, that creative sense. If you hate your fucking job, how are you gonna create anything but just hatred or negative shit? Meaning, Zach, if you're not motivated in what you're doing, it's either you haven't foreseen the future of what's going to happen with you not doing anything and the failures that are going to come, or you're doing something that you hate to do. So it's either look at where you're going and see how terrible it can be if you don't apply yourself now, or get on a path of what you love to do, where you wake up energized and just wanting more of it. That's going to produce a champion right there, because it's backloaded with love. Make sense? Anyway, guys, that's what it all comes down to, guys. There's nothing out there that hasn't been done by a human. Everyone has done something magical. Everyone is created equally, right? So therefore, in that notion, it's foreseeable that anyone can do anything. But we get in our own way. You know, we get scared. Fears come in, or you don't want to work so hard. And so we see these opportunities come by, and we're like, oh, I don't know, it's a lot of work. So we let them pass by, pass by, pass by. Put time into that equation. There's only so much time until they stop passing fucking by. And then there's no more options. And isn't that the greatest fear? The fear of having no options. We are stuck, claustrophobic. And that's when people start crying. Start feeling sorry for themselves. Instead of smiling about opportunities lived, they're crying about opportunities passed. And they passed at their own accord. Because they didn't recognize them, or if they did recognize them, they didn't want to put the work into them. They accepted that crying state, that failure state, believe it or not. They accepted that as a reality for their future. Years or decades before. They started a trend way back then that produced this today. You make the bed you sleep in. I have no compassion for those motherfuckers. And you shouldn't have any compassion for yourself. Today is a fucking blessing that we can turn it all around and get motivated and redirect the path we're traveling in life. How do we find that internal drive and that motivation? We find what we love, or we find what we're scared about. And then we look at them with an hourglass next to them, seeing that these things are alive. They aren't intangibles, they're right there. And it's like a piece of fruit. Slowly, over time, if we don't eat it, it's going to start spoiling and rotten. The opportunity's gone. So what we love, or what we're scared of, we react to them. That's life. That's what produces a legacy. Something that the dark hours at 3 in the morning, when you get up to go to the bathroom, and you see a reflection in the mirror, you stop, you look at it, you smile, because you're proud of yourself. You've done everything you can. It's a good life. Greg Plitt, help me stay fit. Thanks for watching.